Buddhist education in ancient India. Hello and welcome to the session Buddhist education in ancient India. Introduction to the concept of Buddhism. Buddhism began with the life of Siddhartha Gautama, a prince from the small Shakya kingdom. Brought up in luxury, the prince abandoned his home and wandered forth as a religious beggar, searching for the meaning of existence. He was a practitioner of intense austerity, at one point almost starving to death. But in later stage, he realized that self-torture doesn't help to achieve enlightenment, but only it weakens his mind. So he started some advanced meditation techniques. Eventually, he became successful in his mission. It is said that under a tree in the forest of Gaya, he achieved enlightenment. And finally, he managed to find the four noble truths. They are: first, all of life is suffering. The cause of suffering is desire. The end of desire leads to the end of suffering. And the means to end desire is a path of discipline and meditation. And after this enlightenment, he is known as Buddha, or the awakened one. And the rest of his life he dedicated to the world, and by traveling about northeast India, he converted large number of disciples. At the age of 80, the Buddha achieved his final passing away and died, leaving a thriving monastic order and a dedicated lay community to continue his work. By the 3rd century BC, a religion developed based on Buddha's teachings and spread throughout South Asia with the help from the Mauryan Empire. By the 17th century AD, Buddhism became one of the largest religions in the world. Indian royalty and merchants encouraged this religion, and they built so many monasteries in reverence to Buddha's memory. The monastery complex of Nalanda in Bihar was a world center for Buddhist philosophy and religion until the 18th century. As a religion, Buddhism addresses the true nature of our existence and offers means by which human sufferings may be transcended. The reduction of Buddhist morals into a series of numbered lessons make them easier to remember and recite. Some of the Buddhist morals are cited below. Eightfold Path. It leads to nirvana according to Buddhist thinking. This is a middle path that avoiding extremes. First, the right knowledge. This relates to the right way of viewing the world. The right thought. The right intention to lead a good life. The right speech. To be truthful, avoid harsh language, gossip or boasting. The right action or conduct, to avoid unethical behavior. The right livelihood, choosing an occupation which does not profit from the suffering of others. The right effort or the right frame of mind to overcome evil or unwholesome things. The right mindfulness, being aware of oneself and one's emotions. The right concentration, concentration of mind achieved through meditation. The three treasurer or jewels. Salutation to these three entities forms a basis of meditation for many Buddhists: the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. The Five Precepts. The Five Precepts is a code of moral conduct for laypersons for everyday life. Do not kill any living things. Do not engage in sexual misconduct. Avoid wrong speech. Do not lie, gossip, or speak poorly of others. Do not use intoxicating substances, alcohol, or recreational drugs. Do not steal or take anything which does not belong to you. Do not allow any person to profit from the suffering of any other living species. Buddhism as a religion appealed to the masses because of its simplicity. It rejected ritualism, sacrifices, and dominance of priestly classes. Buddhist viharas were used for education purposes. Nalanda, Vikramshila, Takshashila, Udanpuri, Vallabhi, and other cities developed as a high Buddhist learning centers. The four current types of Buddhism. Today, four types of Buddhism are there in practice. Religious Buddhism. It can be witnessed in temples in Taiwan. It does not represent the real Buddhism. Second one is the academic Buddhism, which is being taught in many universities today. It treats Buddhism purely as a philosophy, especially in Japan. This is also not exactly Buddha's teaching. Third is Buddhism into a cult. This is a total degeneration. This is much more damaging to the public. Finally, the traditional Buddhism, the teachings of Buddha Shakyamuni in its true essence. But this is very rare in our age.